This is reading video 1 for Wednesday, October 30th. Today our learning targets are: I can interpret a diagram in a text and use it to help me understand the text. And our second one is: I can find the meaning of unfamiliar words by using affixes and roots. So let's remember that you can find unfamiliar words by using affixes and roots. You have the affix list that we handed out yesterday. That should be in your blue folder. An affix is the letters that are added to the beginning or end of a word. So like repeat, re would be your affix. Constantly, ly, ly would be your affix. And so on repeat or on constantly, your root word of that one would be constant. So the main word there. So just, you're going to be working with that later in this lesson. But right now you should have been handed out a paper that looks like this. Mine is not front to back. You guys have the front to back copies, but you should have a paper with a scorpion on it, and then another one with, it still talks about the scorpion. It should be front and back. Mine's just stapled together. And then you should have been handed a page that says Venom Questions, page 48 to 49. So we're going to start with this scorpion page. Have that out in front of you as I read this, and please follow along with me. Poison part. If you answered C, you're right. So there was a little quiz. I'll go over that question with you later. The aculus is the stinger at the end of the scorpion's telson, the last fat segment of its long tail-like abdomen, where the venom glands are found. The pedipalps are huge claws or pinchers. The chelicerae are its mouth parts, but unlike a spider's, a scorpion's chelicerae don't end in fangs. The mesosoma is the main part of the body. The metasoma is the entire tail section. The scorpion has 8 harmless legs and no earlobes whatsoever. So then it goes into a diagram of the different parts with the names. And those names were up here too in the writing or in the reading, and they tell you what they do. To the back, to the sign of the scorpion. Scorpions are nocturnal arachnids that glow in the dark. They use their pinchers to grab insects, worms, lizards, mice, and other scorpions. They inject neurotoxin venom into their prey, as well as their enemies, with stingers on their rear ends. Recent research indicates that some, and perhaps all scorpions, have thick venom and a thinner prevenom. Venom is made up of mostly protein, and it requires a lot of energy to produce. Scorpions need venom to subdue larger, more dangerous prey, or to escape from enemies that won't leave them alone. Prevenom has less protein and requires less energy to make. It works against smaller, non-threatening species and causes greater pain. A mouse that receives a dose of prevenom will jump around and then stop to nurse its injected limb, giving the scorpion a chance to get away. Scientists now want to study other venomous animals to see if they too produce prevenom. Eons ago, some scorpions were huge, 3 feet long. Now the largest one, the emperor scorpion of North Africa, is only 8 inches long. Still big, but not gigantic. But these large emperors rarely sting people. In fact, they are sometimes kept as pets, and unfortunately, overcollecting is responsible for their decline in the wild. Down at the bottom, the little orange box, it says, love me, love my sting. When scorpions mate, they seem to dance. The male, who is smaller, grasps the female's pedipalps and leads her around, sometimes for as long as an hour. During the dance, the male may sting the female. No one is sure why, but the most likely reason is that he needs to subdue her and make sure she doesn't eat him. So you have venom questions just based on this that you're going to work on answering now. What was the main idea or main ideas of pages 48 to 49 of Venom? What supporting details did you hear that support the main idea? Remember, you're going to pull those straight from the text. What does the diagram of the parts of a scorpion tell you? How does the diagram parts of a scorpion help you better understand the text? What is the name of the stinger at the end of the scorpion tail? And which part of the body are the venom glands found? And what is the difference between the metasoma and the mesosoma of a scorpion? Make sure your name goes on that page. Once you are done with it, you may turn it in. And then you will have a second reading video.